All right, it's time for part 2, finishing up the Bubadoo compound and to build your own greenhouse with free pallets, as long as your lumberyard is giving them away. And today I'm going to join us. Please, if you like the videos, turn on your notifications, subscribe, hit that like button. Please support the channel. I appreciate it. Keep coming back. And we're going to talk today, part 2, how to finish the greenhouses. Please join us. Here we are, the Bubadoo compound. First thing I'd like people to know, they don't realize, keep out, do not walk around fragile plant roots. A lot of people do not realize that what we mean by not walking on the soil is not literally we don't walk on it at all, but as the roots start growing, we stay off the rooted areas as to not crush the roots of the plant. But what I have here, because of cost, I'm going to show you the concave number 2 that was built with the pallets. And the pallets on both of them, if you want to know specific, these are roofing pallets. As you can see, they're strong. They're really strong pallets. They're made for shingles, stacking heavy shingles bundles. You don't want to use just any pallet. You want to get the strong roofing type pallets. And they seem to be ones that they dispose of, so they should be available to you. All right, and remember, as in the first video, we joined them together with the GRK lag bolts. I mean, they're fast, they're convenient, they're reusable. I can't say more about them. They're great. The 1x6. Now this house here only has a hoop every 10 feet. It's strictly going to be for the screen, to hold the screen. I'm not worried about bugs getting in. This is a bug screen. You can seal up your house and keep the bugs out. That is no longer my purpose. My purpose is I want to filter out 20% of the harsh sun. Plants don't need that top 20% unless it's an extremely cloudy day. In that case, they may. Plants need 50% of the sun for 100% production, so you gauge it on your own. But as for the cost of this goes, I mean, it's really hard to say. It depends on where you live, what you pay for wood. I bought these bent boards, as you can see. They're pretty whoop-de-doo. They're pretty bent. I paid $5 for that board. At today's prices, that's a steal. These 6x6s I picked up for a song and a dance. Now, I normally wouldn't have built this in 6x6s. 4x4s would have sufficed. But when I got these at $7.50 a piece, I said use them. All right? I love them. This baby's rock solid. Now, even without all the framing, you don't need all that framing. If you come in here and shake this, all right, it's not going anywhere. So this is the just a screen. This is the 2043 Clements growing in here. Come back for future videos, you'll see it growing. I have the Smoky Mountain Watermelon Sisters here. This is a grafted 302 Kent. And this is the traditional 302 Kent. Both started by Chris Kent. He gifted me the plants, and I will grow them. Now back to the greenhouses. The screen is probably going to be one of your biggest questions. This screen I picked up for a song and a dance. Actually, this screen would have cost you $600 like 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, me and the Birdman went halves. We bought a $1,200 roll. We cut it in half. We split it. We paid $600 a piece. And actually, it was 66 feet long. It was that piece and that piece. I cut that off of this piece because my screen house is only 38 feet long. All right, so this is 38 feet long. It's 28 feet wide. All right, this is for the measurements. The hoops in here, 4 hoops. I say 4 hoops, 4 sections. 4 10-foot sections make up 1 hoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 40 foot. The hoops are 40 foot. 6 weeks ago, I paid $5 a piece for a 10-footer. Chris Kent, I was talking to Chris Kent, he says, you better get down there and buy them the price of PVC is going up because of the freeze in Texas. So I listened to him. I went down and bought like 60 of them. So in here we have what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 4 is what? 40, 52? 52 of them in here. All right, if my math is right. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm starting to lose it in the mathematical Rain Man ability that I used to have. But anyhow, that's what it's gonna take. But now when I went to buy them on that house, they had jumped to 10 bucks a piece. Hence the lack of a full house of hoops. We'll buy them more next year when the price comes down. If the price doesn't come down, and I guess Bubba's gotta rob a bank. All right, rob a bank and then buy the hoops. No, just kidding. But anyways, here we go. So the screen could run you anywhere from $600 to $1,200 at today's prices. That's what's going to cost you the most. But you don't have to put screen on this. You could just put shade netting. You could put shade netting on here, get this filtered sun, get the hail protection. That's what I really like about it, the hail protection. And what you have at season's end, if you live in the north, and this is my 1911 Urena on June 7th, 2021. We're a little bit behind in the race, but there's plenty of time to catch up. Anyhow, so back to this. It depends on the budget. I can't really give you a dollar on how much it will cost you to build one. It depends on local prices, how much you can pick up, warped boards, deals on boards, your connections, you know. But the whole purpose of this, and I did want to show, it doesn't need to be built like Fort Knox. I had one guy say, hey, when the winds come across this field, this house is going to end up in North Holly Road. And I'm like, no, this isn't Bubba's first rodeo. This house, I call it dances in wind. If you get a 50-mile-an-hour wind going, all right, she's rocking. But it's a shock absorber, see? A shock absorber is not gonna come down. Dances in wind. With those GRK bolts holding this together, that's not coming apart, trust me. So dances in wind, shock absorber, screen house. All right, and I like it. I call it a convertible because I can come in here with plastic. Early in the year, late in the year, I can roll plastic over the top. I can use that if they're saying, hey, we're gonna get 6 inches of rain tomorrow, man. I can come run in here, roll this plastic over here and keep the 6 inches of rain off my plant. I can do the same thing if frost is coming. I like that, but it's a convertible. I don't want the plastic screwed down, pinned down, can't remove it. You're stuck with it. I never did like that option. So there you go, just my way of doing it. You can do all kinds of alternatives to this. You can see those two hoops are close together. I haven't secured those. I'm gonna get some cable ties, separate them out and secure them. Got some finishing touches to do. I've been busy. So hey, please join us this year. If you got any questions or comments, post them below. But in the Bubba cave, we've used the Morgan's Composting Health Composting from Sears, Michigan, Healthy Garden. We've used the Veggie Dew 301. We've used the Worm Dew. I'm about getting ready to do my smoking tomatoes. So join us this year and post your comments, questions below. If you have any questions about building the Kin Caves, the Bubba Dew Caves, post them below. And I'll link this back to video 1, how to build your own greenhouse with free pallets. And hey, by the way, the screen door, Menards, it was, I believe it was $50. There it is, a 32 by 80 PVC. That's never gonna rot. All right, plastic screen door. All right, I'm babbling on. Keep them growing. Post your questions below. And there's the wall. I put the wall up to keep the deer out. Windbreak and deer out. Thanks for joining us today, and coming soon, our watering. We're going to be watering the plants with our new hoses. Our new hoses from Greenmount Superflex Hose. All right, they're based out of Kentucky, I believe. And there you go. Check out that gun. That's the fireman's nozzle. Coming soon, a video made just for you. I want to thank you. Thank you for joining us today. And remember, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's sharing growing tips around the world.